Come through, and the idea is to line yourself up between the cone and the line. And then when you get to the pole, you're going to just scooch over. Line yourself up. Scooch over. Line yourself up. Over and over. Same thing. Start to sit, come in. Each little section is the same. Just go from side to side.
So it's, I had ribs for lunch, so they're kind of lingering.
So it's slalom, but it's less crazy than what we've been working on. This slalom is going to require you to push the bike over as opposed to turning the bike. So when you enter this portion right here, you're going to want to be straight between the line and the cone. And when you get to here, you got to keep your head low. I mean, you shouldn't hit your head, but we always want to remember to be low anyway, because the bike is more versatile that way, right? If you're up, you can't control the bike. So you get low, you're just gonna come here and you're gonna keep your eyes straight and you're just gonna push the bike over and it's gonna get you right here. It's just this far. I mean, if you think about it, you only have to go that far.
Oh yeah, I don't even have to like do anything. Stand up. I could stand.
The point of the exercise is to stay even with this, and when you come past the post, that distance is very specific so that you have time to easily get the bike over and then line it straight up. These are evasive maneuvers. You're in a group, something comes up, you need to get over. You don't need to like do this. You just need to pop the bike like this. Where's the music? You gonna get this online? Anyway, so every time you transition from one side to the other, you're gonna line yourself up between the cone and the line, and then come up and get around the pole, and then make a quick turn to get around the other side of the cone, okay? And then shoot over to here. Just get around, shoot over, get around, shoot over. And then you come up here, I'll drop an orange cone, and you can just go back around those red cones, and then we'll talk about that in a second. You guys got it? It's not about speed. You need to do it correctly first, and then you can add more speed.
Don't screw this up, you're on camera.
That's not going to happen here, but it explains how pedaling can just bring you right back to center, okay? Also, he's staying super low. Some of you guys are still doing this and you're kind of looking down and doing, just get low and you can see just as well as you can like this, actually better, right? So just focus on crouching down, over exaggerate it, pedal, 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 and get out of your big rings. If you're in big rings, get into easy as hell gear. Just a super easy gear. It's not a speed drill. It's just like cadence, turn, cadence, turn, cadence, and that way you can be spinning the pedals, but it's not propelling you forward. Because all of a sudden it's like someone's gonna have to hit their brakes because all of a sudden they're like in a 5312 and they're just wrapping the course. We're not gonna do that yet. Okay, so Jeff's gonna come through. Remember to get low! He does a good job at just coming in and focusing and keeping his eyes like right here the whole time he's riding. He's looking through the whole course, not just the one he's at. Okay, so he's getting around, he's already looking at the other one. There's no reason to look at these red things. You're not gonna fall over if you hit him anything. Don't hold me to that.
No, I already proved that. Hit me.
Okay, see? His eyes are staying, no matter where he's at. If we watch his eyes the whole time, and here's the two barriers, he's just doing this, and this, and this, and his eyes are just sort of tracking ahead of where he needs to be. He's not doing this. As soon as you do this, it oversteers you exactly into whatever you're looking at. So one of the things that's weird is like if I don't want to run into this, the last thing I want to do is look at it. As soon as you do it, you're like, Rrr. Okay. So let's do it again. Everybody spread out. If you get caught behind someone, you can shoot around them and go to the next one and then go around. Let's just kind of get it moving along. like a little thing that happens where when you get low, you can kind of push yourself up out of the corner. It's kind of like you turn and push the bars, okay? A lot of the actions that happen on your bike with your upper body and your lower body involve, it's one of the reasons why you have a movable headset, because all of a sudden it's like you'll move your shoulders a little bit, it'll move your bike a little bit like that. We'll get into that later. All right, so this one is all about flow. It's just like outside, 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 outside foot through the whole thing. Okay, that's all it is. This isn't like pedal in between. You're gonna stop pedaling when I'll put 2 cones where you should stop doing like forceful pedaling. It'll just be 1 pedal stroke, 1 pedal stroke, 1 pedal stroke, 1 pedal stroke, and I just want you to focus on flipping the bike, and then when you get to the end, you're gonna go around that orange cone at the end and just start that whole course like you've been doing it, okay? So I'm gonna just give you an example of what to do here. Overcook this because they're so close together, it's gonna be really easy to flip your bike over for the faster guys. But the elite riders, you need to kind of push yourself a little bit on this. But this is gonna help like you with pushing it in the corner. That's what we're working on today, is like how to use your shoulders to push yourself into tight places. So a lot of everybody had to do crits this weekend where there's a little window of opportunity, and if you have the inertia, you can stay off your brakes and like boop, 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 squeeze yourself in a spot, okay? And not use any watts to do it. Meanwhile, everybody else is just like, oh shit, everything's coming together and jacking on their brakes and then reaccelerating as a giant like school of fish. And meanwhile, you could be like observing like there's a spot there. I'm just gonna kind of move in, okay? All right, so I'll put 2 little cones here. You'll come through there and then stop pedaling and just do your flip the sides. And then advanced riders or any riders that want to do it, out of the saddle stuff to the cone down there. And if you're using a baby size gear, it should feel challenging. Remember last week we were just doing those like rapid fire out of the saddle things? Please do that if you can, okay? So come through here, cones, rapid fire sprint, slow it down, go through the course through there, come around the outside of the red cones over here and do it all over again. Got it?
Got it.
Ames Velo on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ames Velo.
No, it's all right.
I'm looking for an intro to Tech Tuesday. Just you pedaling around cones, maybe some like music, like hardcore club music. Yeah.